name is Samuel Ploeg, and I'm going to be giving you my website design presentation. So if you could download the PowerPoint and follow along, that'd be great. So once you get it loaded up, on the first slide is the home page. So the template I made it to have the logos at the top, the name of my dealership, and then the boxes across the top are all drop-down menus. So the service will have drop-down menus for scheduling service, the services that we offer, and also a link to check your vehicle for recalls. And then the parts drop-down menu is going to have a link for wholesale parts, and then also ordering parts like M Performance parts, coffee cups, floor mats, you name it. You can find that in there. And then the next drop-down menu is going to be sales, and within this section it's also going to be a drop-down menu, and there's going to be a new car, used car, sales special, and a bunch of drop-down menus that come within that, including a search engine. And then the final tab is the About Us. So that just talks about the dealership mission statement, and there's a picture of all the staff in the shop and everything. And below the 4 boxes, there's the directions on how to get there, service specials, part specials, and schedule service quick link. And then in the middle of the page, basically the background, I just put a dealership, and then in the middle of it there's a spot where ads will play. So one will be like a special lease offer. They'll basically change all the time, but the template will always be used. And then down at the bottom I also have another spot where different ads will pop up, and then there's a shop link on that also. And then at the bottom I just put the address and the phone number for the dealership. So I'm going to go to the next slide. So this is the, if you were to click on the service menu, this is what pops up for service specials. And then I put on the right hand side a example of a spring service special. So there's rebates and coupons on oil changes and wiper blades and stuff like that. And then on the left side I put down different services that we include, and there's 2 links. The first one is to schedule service, and the second one is to check your vehicle for campaigns. On to the next slide. This is the parts. If you were to click on the link for the parts page, this is what would come up. And this page has 3 different sections in it where ads will change over time. And then the middle just talks about how you can find anything from floor mats, mugs, and everything between. And then there's also a link to Shop and Save where the customer could put their vehicle in and see what kind of floor mats and stuff that they could get for their car. So, on to the next slide. This is the sales page, and once again, just like the other or the previous web page, there's 3 different spots where you can put ads, and these will change. The example that I put down is some demo and loaner car specials, which show the discount and everything. And then the next one is a page with some incentives for sales and stuff like that. And then there's a link to email us if you want to schedule an appointment with a expert salesperson. And there's also a link where you can enter your phone number and everything. And then the Contact Us page, which has our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also our phone number and address. And we plan on doing lots of social media, like cool cars and stuff like that. So on to the next page. This is the About Us. I figured I'd put a picture in there. A couple of the guys I work with were all master certified, and we recently got our new plaques because we're all electric car certified and master certified. So I threw that in there, and then I threw the mission statement up in the corner. And on to the next slide. So I put a couple things in here, why Ploeg BMW. Just a couple things like it's a new state-of-the-art facility, free inspections, original parts, free car wash, Wi-Fi, all that. Next slide. So now I'm going to talk about a couple of the different personas that I made. So this first one here is, it's kind of funny. It's my sister. I bought her this car. So for her persona, I put in there that she has an older car and she only wants to have it serviced at the dealership, and she also had a letter in the mail recently that said she is due for a couple airbag recalls, which can only be done at the dealership. So this is a perfect example of someone who could use the website to check if their car has a recall by VIN number, and also to schedule to have the service done. To my next persona. This is Jason Jakubczyk. He's age 45. He leases a BMW, and then he also has a 335 that he likes to modify. So he needs an M Performance exhaust for his car, so he could go on to the parts website and put his car in and order that to have it shipped to him, or he could pick it up and have it installed, or he could pick it up for free, or he could schedule to have it installed at the dealership. He also recently received a letter in the mail for a recall on his car, so he needs to schedule that. So it's another example of a person that would need to possibly use the website to schedule service or check if their car has an active recall. And he could also use the website to see what kind of new models are out in the upcoming year, as he leases a new car every 2 years. Next persona. This is Mary Post. She got a flat tire in Grand Rapids because the roads are great there and the potholes like to blow tires out. And because her car has a special odd size that's also a run flat tire, she is unable to go to a Bell Tire or any other local little tire store to have it fixed. And she needs to get back home, so she could call the dealership and we could check if we have the tire for her, and then also schedule it. And when she schedules it, we could have somebody ready to put a tire on her car and get her back on the road very quickly. So that's another example of someone who could use the website. Especially if they were to have a problem, they could Google the nearby BMW dealership and there'd be a link that says schedule service and also the phone number, so they could schedule the service quickly. And then the final persona is Charles James. He's age 23. He has an E30 M3. He loves buying car parts, and because this car is older, it can be difficult to find certain parts for it, like wire harnesses and other odds and ends and stuff. So luckily, he can still go on to our website and check for parts, or call the parts department and have things ordered for his car that he wouldn't be able to get from AutoZone or Napa due to the age of this vehicle, because BMW still makes parts for their older cars. And that basically sums up what I have for my website design. I hope everyone liked it. If there's any feedback you give me on it, let me know in the comments. And thank you.